Hello again, everyone. I'm Richard Weil, and I'm the principal and owner of National Restaurant Consultants. And we welcome you into, is this our 159th, Brian? Is that right?
157
Eight.
or 8? I think it's 8. 158.
58. 158th episode of the NRC Helpful Moment. And I am live from North Glen, Colorado, in the frigid zone of the Denver area, where we've been under 32 degrees now for 48 hours or so. And we're not going to get any warmer till Friday. It was about 4 below this morning, and I think it's 11 degrees outside right now. And welcome in Mr. Brian Devine from Top Light Management and Cafe Fuel. Hello, Brian. It's a little chilly today, isn't it? I've got my jacket on. I'm cold. And I want to welcome in Chef Lucio Arcanciba from Las Vegas. And how's the weather in Las Vegas, Chef?
Today, for some reason, it's cold. We had a cloudy day yesterday, a little rain, it dropped to about 50. But, it's been 70, 75. So we should go back to normal in a couple of days.
There you go. Well, what I'd like to do is, first of all, welcome Chef, because we have an icon in the industry here today with us. We're so fortunate. He's got a wall of incredible pictures behind him, but I want him to share a little bit.
Okay.
Look at those awards. Look at all those awards. I mean, we are dealing with an icon here. And I'd like Chef Lucio to say a few words about his legacy and how he imparts his knowledge and experience with young people, because he works with young people all over the country, but specifically in the Las Vegas market, and how he shares that knowledge and how he's giving back, coming from his family from the Basque Country, between Spain and France, and those pieces that such a difference in so many people's lives. And I know we only have not a lot of time here, but I'd also like Chef Lucio to talk a little bit briefly about his subscription that people can get involved with and can subscribe to his newsletters, etc., right before he closes with us. So he's just going to give you whet your appetite for all his great knowledge. So Chef, would you please? Thank you.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. I'm thrilled about this Zoom meeting. Just that, it's very simple. I mean, I arrived in this country in 1976, and I fell in love with diversity. Right away when I was here up in New Jersey, when I first started this business, I really enjoy meeting people from all over the world. In the US, actually, it's a nuclear of so many people coming. And for me, it was great because it really helped me to learn so many things that endure my, my career. I was very lucky in getting, to engage since I was dishwasher all the way to become vice president for a couple of companies. And the formula is simple, just go, take your uniform, take your jacket and your tie, put in your uniform, and go to the floor. And you'll be able to know so much about your employees. And the trust that you build, it's priceless, because they tell you as a leader how you need to lead them to become successful. Can't do it from the office. You need to be on the floor. And the formula was simple. And be humble, find out what they need, helping to them. Everybody has issues. We all do. I mean, nobody's perfect, let's face it. And I think the problem that we have right now, in hospitality, is the disengage between leadership and the labor force. Nowadays, it's critical because we have more issues. People have more things. I mean, how do I say it? They come into work physically, they are at work. Mentally, they are at home because what's going on. And when they're home, physically, they're home. Mentally, they worry about going back to work. And then they're nowhere. So managers need to learn that. There's so many changes that happen. And I think that some leadership struggle, talking to some of my colleagues, some that struggle to actually, be able to adapt to that change. And there's so much going on. So again, the formula is simple. I mean, I can read, we've got hundreds of books about leadership. There is one thing, be there for your staff. Now, more than ever. They really need you. So I think it's some of those, they reap the benefits. Is those really they are adapting to change quickly because what's going on with the pandemic and everything else, labor force, lack of employees, and so much going on that if you actually on top of it and learn how to adapt to that, I think you reap the benefit. And it has a big impact about customers. I go out still, Rick and Brian, right? Still go out and eat. And I shake my head, how bad in some places customer service is broken. And, it's easy to blame the employees, right? No, it's not that. When I hear someone, well, you know what, my employees, today he's not coming, he can give us 100%. Well, go and find out why. And I guarantee you, when you find out what's going on, it's not about the why, it's the what. It's not about the what, it's about the why. Why are you feeling that way? It's not about the what. And when you find out, they see that you actually care about them. And it's 100% productivity, So yeah, it's critical.
I really like what you're saying. I also want to quickly tell folks how they can get more information about what you are bringing in terms of your monthly. I think you publish this monthly, or is it every other week? I can't remember.
Oh yeah, the newsletter. Yeah,
the newsletter, is that monthly, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and give us that URL address real quick. What is that? How can people see it online and subscribe?
Go to www.infodsys, INFOODSYS, Infodsys.net.
INFOOD.com.
.net.
.net. That's right. There it is. It's gone across the bottom.
Yeah, it's this is what I'm doing, Richard. And giving back. Right. It's all about giving back. Yep. And as well, what I do is sometimes I tell people, go back and give back to the community. Whether I'm helping with the homeless, which we have a big issue here, helping the veterans, and also we start feeding the school now in North Las Vegas, which those schools are at risk. So we go over there with a group of chefs and teach the elementary school, the kid, how to eat healthy. Right. And we prepare the food for them. We did just 480 students the other day.
I want to tell our viewers, and we're getting so many more and more and more each week. This is a worthwhile subscription. This isn't about making money. This is about information. It's about Chef Lucio's leadership and his experience. And I call it his legacy, because we are talking to a legacy icon in the industry today. And folks, I can't really emphasize enough what a wonderful wealth of knowledge he has. Get involved, get on his website here, subscribe. Brian, I want to pivot to you real quick. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I just want to first thank you, Chef, for that great stuff. I think what stuck with me is the idea of showing people that you care by actually caring, and that's just perfect. I love that. And then I wanted to just something that you're probably going to start hearing me talking about this more and more. Google has recently come out with the ability to have a chat feature directly through your Google My Business listing or Google profile, whatever they're calling it today. Most people don't know about this. It is 100% free to use. And what's happening is Google is starting to understand that people don't necessarily want to call you anymore. They want to text you. So they are making it that much easier for people to communicate with you. However, that means that you now have one more place for people to communicate and one more place where you have to make sure that you are actively making sure that you are having that two-way communication. And so what we are putting together is a very, very simple, very clean tool that will manage phone calls, voicemails, text messages, Google My Business chat, email, Facebook Messenger, Instagram DMs, and eventually we're going to have WhatsApp. And the process here, the whole concept is so that you don't have to have all of these places to log in over and over again and make sure someone is managing them, that it can all just be run on your phone. And that is really exciting for this industry because you really need to be everywhere all the time. But how do you do that and not lose your mind? And it kind of goes along the lines of, showing people you care by actually caring. So if you have these messenger tools that are on and people are messaging you, to be able to message them back almost immediately and showing that you really do care is a massive, massive improvement over what it used to be, which was just hoping that somebody will find a text, find a message, and then get back to people. So I want to let you know that that is something that we are about to launch. It's
Very exciting.
but I really want you to, at the very least, go to your Google listing and turn on that chat feature, play around with it, and then make sure you understand how it works. It's very, very powerful.
Very good.
And Chef, I know you agree with the leadership piece of that, and I really can't say enough about thank you from food service professionals and food service novice, what you do for our industry every day and what you've done for these so many years since you've been here in America and before. 46 years you've been here and you've made such an impact. So thank you